Bulginaka, do you know that cybercrime is becoming a growing problem in Fiji?
Cybercrime is defined as a crime in which a computer is the object of the crime, such as hacking and spamming.
Cybercrime is also cyberbullying and using fake profiles to cause panic and spreading false news.
If you're involved in this or know anyone who's committing these crimes, report them immediately.
I'm Polly.
And I'm Peter.
We host the Traffic Jam Show on City FM.
From 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. every weekday.
Do the right thing.
Bulginaka, Fiji. In this bulletin, major boost for cruise tourism. Ministry steps up measles monitoring. And pothole issue a major headache.
From the studios of FBC Suva, Edwin Knight.
Fiji's cruise ship industry recorded a major growth with annual arrival quadrupling over the last 8 years. The International Finance Corporation assessment revealed that the cruise tourism raked in $21.4 million last year alone. Koroi Tandulala reports the study reveals more tourism to Fiji could lead to an added $43.98 million in the next decade.
The Minister for Trade and Tourism highlighted the massive growth experienced by the cruise ship industry and its impact on the larger tourism industry at the launch of the report this afternoon.
For Fiji in 2018, we received a record 187,890 cruise passengers, which was approximately 2% increase compared to 2017. In terms of the earnings from cruise passengers, Fiji noted a record 111.3 million in 2018 as compared to 10.4 million in 2017.
IFC Operations and Tourism Officer Jesse McComb says with Fiji leading the tourism sector in the region, the assessment report will provide a major economic growth for the country if some of its recommendations are considered.
The cruise industry globally and in Fiji is really growing rapidly, and there's a key opportunity for the Fijian tourism sector and the government to really benefit more from the cruise industry. The reason that we did this study, one is because we've done this before in other Pacific islands, and we saw an opportunity to replicate the methodology here with a country that is a leader in tourism in the region.
ATS Pacific General Manager Leigh Howard hopes Fiji is ready for an increase in tourism arrival in the future as new cruise ships will soon hit the water.
We're going to see now more frequent services coming to Fiji, and essentially that will put Fiji on a 7-day cruise program. So we'll see more ships, we'll see bigger ships, and also we'll see multiple ships at port at the same time.
The total economic impact of cruise tourism in Fiji is estimated at $90.8 million. Koroi Tandulala, FBC News.
Steps have been taken at our main port of entry to contain the spread of measles after a former Fiji citizen arrived with symptoms of the disease. With the measles outbreak in New Zealand now slowly spreading across the Pacific, the Health Ministry is doubling its efforts to prevent measles from entering Fiji. Koroi Tandulala reports.
The Health Ministry so far has been successful in ensuring the measles outbreak in New Zealand does not wreak havoc on our island nation.
We had a former Fiji citizen coming through to Fiji, and on arrival she was noted to have symptoms and signs of measles. Together with her and the family, appropriate steps were done to ensure that this was not spread, and so far we've kept it at that.
With measles outbreak now becoming a regional concern, the Fiji Medical Association is advising mothers and parents-to-be to get their children vaccinated to prevent a repeat of the 1835 outbreak.
In Fiji it's given at 12 months. Basically why is to allow the seroconversion or the immunity to be conveyed to our children. So we can afford not to give immunization up to 12 months, and when they're given the vaccine at 12 months, then the seroconversion rates are great so that a child's immunity is maximized.
The Health Minister says they're closely monitoring the spread of the disease in the region and devising measures to counter its reach.
We're trying as much as possible not to have a measles outbreak in Fiji. We've seen the effects that's happening in other countries around the Pacific.
Meanwhile, the Fiji futsal team is currently being held over in Noumea, New Caledonia, over fears they may have contracted measles or the rubella virus over the weekend. Koroi Tandulala, FBC News.
Fiji Roads Authority maintenance contractors have been trying to lift their game in fixing up poor road surfaces around the country. FRA Chief Executive Jonathan Moore has issued warnings reminding contractors to fix potholes or their contracts will be reconsidered. The FRA says bad road surfaces are affecting many motorists and reiterates there will be no mercy for contractors who are not performing. Moore says time will be given and contractors are expected to give in the best. Further action will be taken against ratepayers who fail to pay their dues by the end of this year. Local Government Minister Premila Kumar says the outstanding rates owed to the 13 municipal councils stands at $33 million, and this is disappointing. She says by the end of 31st December, if ratepayers still do not pay up, there is a possibility of naming and shaming them. Kumar adds they are profiling ratepayers to find out how much they owe.
We will be using Small Claims Tribunal, and there are other provisions in the Act. We can also sell their property and recover the rates. But having said all this, as I said, in some cases there is a dispute. And the dispute is purely because when it comes to property settlement, the lawyers have not cleared the council arrears. So the new owner, when they take over, the rates are still owing on the property.
The Fiji Cooperative Dairy Company Limited will soon sign a memorandum of understanding with the Fiji Development Bank to finance farm development. FCDL Chief Executive Simon Cole says farmers are the ones growing the dairy industry and they need all the resources they can get their hands on. Cole has highlighted the price change that dairy farmers received earlier this year has increased interest in investment in producing more milk. He adds this is now the best time to invest in the dairy industry, adding that while the culling of TB-infected cows continues, the rate of loss of cattle is going to be much less going forward.
We had people from FDB talk with us today. We're about to sign an MOU with FDB to help funding the industry. We're changing some of the rules around the revolving fund that FCDCL has to make more money available to farmers.
A tsunami evacuation drill was held for schools in Vatuanga Suva yesterday to test their readiness. 1,720 students took part in the drill along with emergency responders. These students from 4 primary schools in Vatuanga Suva practiced their evacuation procedure. The schools participating were the Fiji School for the Blind, Mahatma Gandhi Memorial School, St. Marcelin Primary School and Marist Champagne Institute. Students walked to the nearest designated evacuation area at the Technical College in Nambua, Suva. The man who's alleged to have murdered a Nandi family and dumped their bodies in the Nosuri Highlands has pleaded not guilty. New Zealand resident Muhammad Rahish Isuf is charged with 5 counts of murder and 1 count of attempted murder. The prosecution has asked the Lautoka High Court for more time to file agreed facts. It's alleged between 25th and 26th August this year, Isuf murdered carpenter Nirmal Kumar, his 54-year-old wife Usha Devi, their 34-year-old daughter Nileshni Kajal, and her 2 daughters, Sana, aged 11, and Samara, 8. The case will be called on the 19th of November. The trial of a man and woman charged in the death of Rusiate Vakalakovi will continue in the Suva High Court today. 35-year-old Noah Ravutanasau and 25-year-old Meladi Tikomaira Rotonga face 1 count each of murder. Yesterday, state witness Filimoni Mbainivalu, then a security officer at Dolphins Plaza, took the stand to testify he'd heard noises outside and looked to see 3 people fighting. He said he was 15 meters away and saw them exchanging punches. Police had earlier stated that 30-year-old Vakalakovi was heavily intoxicated when picked up outside a nightclub and rushed to the CWM hospital. After being seen, he left the hospital and was found lying motionless beyond the hospital premises. The trial continues. Coming up, Jerry Tuwai back in Fiji and All Blacks preparing well for Oceania Sevens. Stay with us.
Na wini matenganga de banga matini taki errere baki. Waku ego tani maya na wini ngani banga matini taki. Menda dobata kavoluta kaborusa. Bula, wayawa apini sararade.
Wayawa malika patilagana.
Nama kikirao ena mataka bau.
Di boy tiri kali minute me ono kina tini na mataka.
Boni tiki na bau rombuka. Bula FM, number 2 in the series. Na sesi ni Rachel number 2 EVT.
Welcome back. Fiji Sevens captain Jerry Tuwai is still trying to come to terms with winning the World Rugby Men's Sevens Player of the Year award in Tokyo, Japan. Speaking to FBC Sports after arriving home yesterday, Tuwai says he never thought in his wildest dreams that he would win this prestigious award. While at the ceremony in Tokyo, Tuwai admitted he thought USA Sevens player Folau Niua would win the award due to the fact he's been nominated twice already. However, he says he is grateful for the recognition and credits the team, his family and fans.
For me personally, I'm not that person that happy for this individual awards. I'm all about the team. Yeah, but I'm really grateful that I came back home. Then I have people here that love me, that love the game and support rugby, Sevens in Fiji, and provided all this for me.
All Black Sevens coach Clark Laidlow says the Oceania Sevens tournament is a good build-up for the upcoming World Series. Laidlow has named 3 new players who will make their debut for New Zealand at the Oceania Sevens. Laidlow says senior players such as Tim Mickelson, Scott Curry and Kurt Baker have been helping the new players develop.
Yeah, they're going good, so that's their job, isn't it? The 3 senior guys, 3 leaders, so their job's to educate the younger players on how we roll as a group on and off the field. So that's their job, and they've all had a bit of a injury-prone season last year. So getting some really good game time into them this weekend will be key.
A place in the Oceania Cup's Pool A will be at stake for the Fiji Mbati against Papua New Guinea on Saturday. If the Mbati lose by more than 22 points, they'll forfeit a Pool A promotion to play against Tier 1 teams. Coach Brandon Costin says their aim is to make the final of the 2021 World Cup after being semi-finalists in 2008, 2013 and 2017.
The key areas we need to work on are defence. We need to restrict them from scoring points. We need to work together in our defensive line and stay in control.
The Mbati take on Papua New Guinea at 4:20 Saturday afternoon. Fiji Football Association competitions manager Amitesh Pal says measles tests on the Tongan futsal team have been conducted and they're now awaiting results. He says with the tests in New Caledonia, things aren't clear, hence the results will be sent to France for further examination. Pal has assured the team is well and has been accommodated by the same hotel they were in from the beginning of the tournament. He says the players are in constant contact with their families and FIGFA is bearing the cost of the extended stay in New Caledonia.
The situation is beyond our control, and whatever the health ministry says, and we have to abide by that because they are trying to avoid a possible catastrophe, I would say, if measles come in Fiji.
Cloudy periods with brief showers over the eastern parts and interior of the larger islands. And that is your FBC Morning News. Remember to join us at 1 p.m. and 7 p.m. for our major bulletin. For these stories and others, you can also tune in daily to our sister radio station, Gold FM. That's it from me for now. Have a good morning.
क्या आपको पता है कि 2018 में 1634 ड्रग और सब्सटेंस अब्यूज के केसेस फिजी के स्कूल्स में पाए गए थे।
ड्रग अब्यूज हमारे देश में युवा पीढ़ी पर बुरा असर कर रहा है। इसको रोकना हम सबकी जिम्मेदारी है।
आपके बच्चे कब क्या कर रहे हैं, ये जानना जरूरी है। रिपोर्ट ड्रग अब्यूज।
हाय, मैं हूँ आशना
और मैं हूँ जियाद।
फिजी का बेस्ट ब्रेकफास्ट शो सुनिए वीकडेज 5:45 to 10 AM।
मिर्ची FM पर सुनो बेहाल ब्रेकफास्ट एंड रहो हमेशा बेहाल।